Oh, Dorian, the ambience is delightful here.
Ah, yes. I'm glad you like it, Tammy.
I hope we'll do this more often. And not wait for the weekends. These are good memories.
I agree. We must take out more time for these good memories. Do you like making memories?
Who doesn't? Do you not like to make them?
I like anything with you. I just like being together with you. It's something I can't say for everyone.
I'm so glad to hear that, Dorian. I feel the same.
We can talk about anything and I would enjoy it, even about your investigative stories. Actually, I would really like to know about the mysteries, because they're true stories.
Well, then, we can do that anytime you like. We can even do that at home. I have many true stories people should know about, even true murder stories.
Oh, wow, yes. Well, how about we start with those right now? I like to know about true murder stories, and being a criminal investigator you must have many.
Many? Yes, we actually solved a cold case, after 20 years, of a little girl who was murdered, and no one knew who did it.
Oh, man. Well, let's start from that case then. Tell me everything. What happened? Who was the little girl?
Her name was Cece. She was only 6 years old, a pretty angel, loved by everyone, even by the world outside, as she was under training by her mother, to become a beauty pageant. She even won a few crowns, and so was different from other girls her age. She also had a big brother Bart who was 10 years old. The mother, Sally, won a beauty pageant too. When she was younger, she then met Ray, who was a billionaire with a thriving business, and they both fell in love, and got married.
Sounds like a perfect union and family.
Not so much. When they had Bart, he was raised to be a spoiled brat, till he was 4, and then came Cece, and the boy suddenly had the mother's divided attention, with Cece to train to be a pageant and everything. So Bart had fights with Cece all the time growing up. And the parents didn't take any notice of it. As most kids do, resent each other. So Sally kept her focus on her priorities. And Ray, being an influential man, provided a good lifestyle to the family, till, one day, the couple came home and find their daughter Cece missing.
Missing? She was missing from home?
Yes, and they found the house ransacked, with a long ransom note, asking for money, and not involving the police, otherwise they would kill Cece.
So where was Bart? Was he okay? Was he home?
Yes, he was safe, at home, only Cece was missing, nothing else, and so Sally called the police to report Cece missing, and that the kidnappers had asked for ransom. Police came and told the couple that the whole house needs to be searched for clues, and that they will start looking from the basement. So the father, Ray, took the policeman to the basement, and to their horror, finds Cece's body, covered with a blanket, with her hands tied up, and a string around her neck.
What? She was in the basement? Not kidnapped for ransom?
That's right, the basement window glass was broken, which made the cops believe that the kidnapper left from the window after killing the little girl.
Oh my God, then what happened?
It became a very high-profile case in the media. Everyone wanted to find the killer. The parents, for some reason, didn't want to give interviews. They even didn't allow access to their home to the investigators, saying it was hard for them, but that also didn't help the case, and the killer was never found.
Poor Cece.
Till today, after 20 years, we decided to unravel the mystery, so we gathered the experts from around the world for Cece. Mr. Watson, the forensic pathologist expert, truly helped from his lifelong experiences. And since we didn't have access to their house, where Cece was killed, we made a replica of the whole house to guide us through the events. Even the furniture and utensils were placed inside the replica, from the night of the murder.
Oh my God, 20 years? That makes me angry.
I know, honey, I know.
I just feel bad for the little girl. Tell me, what did you guys find out?
Thankfully, we had the technology to know everything, and with experts working on the case, they found out that there was no kidnapping involved, and the ransom note was even written by Sally, the mother herself. So now, we knew it was an inside job, and that's why they didn't allow access to the house, for all those years. That's how much power Ray had, and we couldn't ask Solly about the ransom note, because she too has died from cancer. But then Mr. Watson announced that he found the murder weapon.
What? The murder weapon? Oh wow, good job, Mr. Watson. Where did he find that?
You won't believe this, it was right in front of us. All these years it was right there, on the kitchen counter, the heavy object Cece was struck with at the back of her skull. It was a heavy torch. Someone at home struck her, from behind, with a torch.
Oh, no kidnapping, an inside job, a torch as a murder weapon? I can't believe who must have done that to her. The suspense is killing me.
Who do you think did that? You want to take a guess?
Not the parents, of course. I just hope it wasn't them. Maybe they had a guest that night?
Nah, no clues, no evidence of a guest were found. All the evidence pointed to one person, at home, with Cece that night.
Tammy, please tell me, who was it? Who did it?
Bart, he killed Cece.
What? The hell? Bart? But wasn't he just 10 years old? And why?
With the help of the replicas of everything in the house, Mr. Watson concluded that Bart had anger issues, so Cece, that night, ate a piece of pineapple from his bowl, which sent Bart into rage. She ran and he followed her, while picking up a torch from the counter, and while running he struck her with the torch, from behind, with a violent force, which cracked her skull open, and she died. Then, the parents, trying to save the boy, staged the ransom notes to put the blame on an intruder, who came and went from the basement.
I just can't believe this. So horrible and sad. Poor Cece, that poor little girl.
I know, honey, and that's why we had to solve the mystery of Cece's murder, to give her some justice for her untimely death.
Tammy, honey, I am so proud of you. You have given a true story, a true meaning.
Oh, thank you, my dearest. That made me super happy, which means we'll go home and I'll make you my special coffee. What do you say?
How can I say no to you? Let me get the check, and we go home for a lovely cup of coffee.